This is Jasmine Patel, and I am the host of From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. Oh,
Started with a dream and a microphone, one heart reaching out, never alone. Stories unfolding, voices collide, truth and kindness on the same side. Every me becomes a we when the soul speaks fearlessly. We rise together, hand in hand, building bridges across the land. From me to we, the world starts to see the light we share, the change we can be. With Jasmine Patel, our spirits ignite, turning every shadow into shining light. From me to we, oh, that's destiny. A voice for the world, a call to unity.
hey guys, I am Jasmine Patel, and I welcome you to the 37th episode on my show, From Me to We with Jasmine Patel. And you're probably wondering why I'm doing the Pakistani salute right now, because the guest that we have today is extremely special. Now, before I bring him on, let me tell you the story of how I connected with him. And it was quite simple. As you guys may know who Rehan is, he loves connecting people with other people. So he made a group chat between the three of us and everything and told us to introduce ourselves to each other. So I did. And I'm like, whoa, he is good. He's awesome. So then I realized he already sent me a friend's request. So of course I accepted. And well, here we are. So let me introduce to you, I have the greatest pleasure of introducing you to, hold on a second, Iqbal Jan. Yeah, how you doing? Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you.
Awesome. So before we get started, can you introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, as you already told them, my name is Iqbal Jan. I hail from the city of Rawalpindi in Pakistan. My ancestors, they migrated from India to Pakistan. And at the age of 15, after completing my matriculation exams, I joined army. I served in army for 20 years, and then in fact, uh, got my early retirement because I was not finding enough challenges there. I love to have challenges in my life, and once I came out of army, I tried every way my potential. I wanted to try my potentials, and I was successful thanks to the cosmos for that. And I was successful in everything I did. And the time came that when I thought that now it's enough. I have made enough money, and it's time to give back. And so this is an effort. And I recently joined Mr. Rehan because I find uh, his passion is superior than me. So I think I should join his convoy.
Awesome. That's great. Well, thank goodness you joined him because now we're friends. Thank goodness for that. So, first question for you, and I need to ask. Can you tell us a bit about your 20 years in the army? Like I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, armies in I think most of the countries of the world are same. They have nearly same cultures. Uh, it, you standing in the queues and waiting for the orders, next orders. In fact, you are taught to obey, and you have to work like a cog of a machine, and you have to give your output. Uh, in toto, the outputs are measured in toto. You see, so everybody has to work accordingly, according to the roles assigned, according to the duties assigned, and which was against my nature.
Right. So tell me this. What made you decide to take early retirement? What inspired you to do that?
You know what? In most of the public sectors in all over the world, there is there is one thing lacking. That's a challenge. That's the initiative, and that is whatever you are in public sector, the initiatives, they are in fact taken away from you. So I had a nature which forced me to go somewhere where I could take initiative and uh, do the things that I always dreamt of since the childhood. So that army was not the place. Although I'm very thankful to my parent institution, they taught me well, and I did most of the trainings there. I even learned to speak English there.
Hmm. Wow. Dang. Wow. Thanks for sharing. Um, so we have a comment from Shivali. Thank you, Shivali's sister. Thank you for watching. She agrees with you. Thank you very much. Okay. So next question for you. So how did you start your own business and what was that journey like?
You see, when I was in army, most of the people were always complaining they don't have time. Well, I had a lot of time in army because uh, the, the routine works, they were very petty for me. I would do them in minutes, and then I would say, what should I do? And so I started improving my academic qualifications. I did my studies in telecommunication. Then I went on to do the IT things. Then I went out to business, and then economics, then history, and then there was nothing left. So
Right.
in fact, army was not giving me enough challenges. It is a very noble profession. I would say it's a noble profession, but it was not giving me the challenges that I wanted, and
Right.
it nurtured me, it nourished me, but still, it was not giving me enough challenges. Challenges in a way that I would like to exercise my own mind and I would like to concentrate on my own faculties, but that's not allowed there.
Right. Good. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Thanks for sharing. Um, so tell me, how did achieving financial independence change your perspective on life? I'm curious on that.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Uh, my mother, she hailed from a quite well-to-do family, but after the partition, this was the biggest disaster of the last century, the partition of Pakistan and India. So many families were destroyed. That's why my paternal maternal side was destroyed completely. Their businesses were destroyed. They came from Delhi. They were good businessmen there, and they were the carpet. They were doing in the carpets. And she was a very
Mm,
contented person. She would always tell me that there is always a limit. There's upper limit to having money because after that you just add zeros in your bank accounts.
right. Right. Nice. Yep. All right. Next question for you. So, like, what inspired you to focus on helping others rather than just making money?
Yeah, in fact, once I did my construction things, I made good money in that. And not because I was so good, because people were ready to give me so much of money. And I don't know, I don't know, I was in habit of delivering. So people started believing in me and they would give me, and I got fed up because again there was no challenge there. So I switched on to the export of rice. Right,
Mm-hmm.
this was a very different thing, and I did good there also. So I when I then I thought that the universe wants me to do something else because there was no challenge left. So what I did was that I uh, switched on to, you see, I was in search of a thing of connecting with people and connecting with the less blessed, and I wanted to lessen the pain that is rampart in all the parts of the world. So that's what I've been doing.
Wow. Salute to you. That's
Thank
amazing. So, another question for you. What changes do you feel are needed in the education system today?
You know what? You must have heard it. But in fact, since I was very studious, and what I observed was that whenever I looked at a school, it resembled a factory. The morning starts at a factory or in a school in the same way. Same bell, the same making of queues, same division of different sections, and then people being told to do the task repeatedly, the same tasks in the schools and in the factories. And
Hmm.
in the way in factory, a worker does something repeatedly, he is doing good, he is promoted. In the same way, in the school, if somebody is told to do something, he keeps on doing, keeps on doing, keeps on doing, is promoted, right? So
Hmm.
factory and the schools, they resemble. After the industrial revolution, this was required, in fact. But now the world has changed. Now the challenges are different, utterly. I'll say they've changed totally. So the world needs new system, and the AI based system is the best system because now we can tell somebody to do the tedious works. Okay? And
Uh-huh.
now you can devote yourself for better things,
Right.
for the superior things.
Like, right. I agree with you. That, yes, very important. So, uh, perfect. This leads me into my next question for you. So, what excites you most about your work with Rehan School?
Since it's not been very long with them, but one thing is for sure that they are on the right track, according to me. You see, the tiny bit of gray matter that I have here on my head, uh, what I think is they are going towards the right direction. And you know what? Khalil Jabran, he was a very famous
Hmm.
writer. He said that at the end, it will not matter that how long could you travel, uh, the matter that in which direction you are traveling will matter. This
Right.
is what Rehan is doing. He is doing his best. So I thought that maybe I can be of some use, some tiny, tiny use to him. So I can
Hmm.
join his caravan, and maybe he's creating a difference, a huge difference, and maybe I can contribute in my humble capacity.
Wow. Little dude, you're a legend, man. Oh my god. Give yourself some credit. You're a legend. So, last question before we switch gears cuz I have a surprise for you. All right. So, this last question for you is what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a meaningful impact like you?
You see, I'll not talk about myself because I'm making an endeavor. I have not been able to. I'm sorry, but I have not been able to make a sizable, or I will say mentionable impact. But what I want everybody to do is they should join hands. They should join hands. They should join hands to make a difference. First thing that they should do is they should lessen the hatreds. They should promote the love. This is the first thing.
Right.
Of so many other things, this is the first thing at least we can do.
Mhm. Wow. Amen to that. All right. We are switching gears now. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. So, my show is unique. No other show does this except mine, and I'm very proud of this. So, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to drag you over here. So, here's what's going to happen. Iqbal here is going to become the host. I'm going to become the guest. He can ask me any questions he wants. So here's the microphone. Take it away.
Thank you so much. And Jasmine, you tell me one thing. uh,
So,
the way in our country, jasmine means uh, a really the greatest aroma around, and it's a beautiful flower also, right? You
yes.
tell me one thing: how could you choose such a hard path of spreading love rather than doing all the routine things that people do in the West?
Well, um, I've always been someone who wanted to help people. I've always wanted to change the world and to help make the world a better place. So, I mean, it was just natural for me. And like, nothing else interests me more than bringing people together and spreading the love and helping them out and helping the people rise and become noticed. Because I know how it felt like in the beginning, being a nobody with no voice. So I know how it feels. So I want I want to give people an easy path right up, so that way I want to give people the platform, the resources for them to, become the leaders that they're meant to be and to make a difference. So yeah.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. You put me wise on that. Now, tell me one thing more. I asked that thing in that day to Mr. Rehan Alawala also, that why people refuse to change.
Oh man, you ask good questions. Oh man. Okay, why do people refuse to change? Um, their ego. Their ego. For in my opinion, I think it's their ego. And also I think it's a combination of things like how they were brought up and I also think that some people refuse to change because they don't want to admit that they're wrong. Because if they admit that they're wrong, then everything's going to fall apart and they're going to be forced to build it all up again. And they don't want to do that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? You nailed it. You see, and ego is the biggest enemy. Ego is the biggest enemy. So let me, from the enemy, I come over to another thing. You tell me one
Hmm.
thing, that which is the greatest predator?
Ourselves.
Yeah,
Ourselves.
yeah. In fact,
Ourselves.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
ourselves are the biggest predators. Let me explain. I have always said that nothing and no one else has the ability to stop you other than yourself. When people try to, say that, they're they're trying to hide from the fact that they're scared of doing it. So that's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? In here in Punjab province of Pakistan, there was a saint who's famous saying. He said it in Punjabi, so I'll try to translate. I hope there is nothing lost in the translation. You see, what he said was that all the time we're looking outwards, and we're trying to change the things that are around us, out of us, but none of us makes an even effort to change from inside. So the
Hmm.
biggest enemy is inside. It's not out there. You're right.
Right.
So with this, I come to another question, which always intrigued me. That you see, uh, in the West, here in East, we consider the societies of West more blessed
Hmm.
because you people are at least safe from the basic needs of the life that are secured. You say you're in Canada, most of the things are secure to you. So this
Right.
positivity comes from this satisfaction that you are taken care of or it is your genetic
Uh-huh. Right. So, got any more questions for me?
thing.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. After this, you're interviewing me. Nice. Let me tell you a story about how we even got here. So, I'm just gonna, what okay, I'm not even going to show that comment. Anyways, let me tell you the story of how we got here because it's pretty fascinating. So, yesterday I was just, scrolling through my Facebook and everything like I usually do, and I saw an interview that he did with someone, and I'm like, oh, so I watched it, and I'm like, oh, I got to connect with him. So I did. And he's like he's like um please let me have you on my podcast, on my, and I'm like, yes, let's make this happen. And then I'm like, why don't I have him on my show as well, so here we are. So yeah, that's the story. Back to you.
So I was asking, see, the pessimism that is continuously spreading in this east part of the world, or I'll say the less privileged part of the world, at least people who here consider it, and there's a West which is developed. So I see a lot of positivity there, and which is absent here in these parts of the world. What do you think? This is genetic, or this is because of the society there which provides for when once you are in trouble?
I'm gonna ask you to repeat that question. That was a pretty long one.
Right. I tell you one thing. They once I visit, say for example, once I visited
Yeah.
Norway, I saw people with smiling faces and positivity. But here in the Eastern countries, most of the countries, once I see worried faces and people in panic. Why? Is it genetic, or this is because of the prevailing situations in both kind of the worlds?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just had to. Sorry, I just had to block someone because they were posting some very offensive comments, and also I want to take a second to remind you all that very offensive comments like the ones that I just saw, they are not allowed. And if you want to be disrespectful, I am blocking you. Okay? So just wanted to make that quite clear. Only positivity is allowed on my platform and in my world. No disrespect is allowed. You want to disrespect me or him or whoever I'm associating with? Bye bye. Don't want to see you again. Just want to put that out there. Sorry, back to you. You were saying?
I was saying, see the positivity there in the West, and that positivity not here in the East. Why?
Oh man, that's a great question. This is the first time I'm saying this, but I don't I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
Okay,
Really?
I give you a lead. I give you a lead. I give you a lead. They
Okay.
say you're staying in Canada, right? God forsaken. I'll say it should not happen ever. If you go sick or when you go get old, you sure that your state is going to take care of you, right?
Right.
Here in the developing countries, people are unsure of anything.
Oh, got it. I got the answer. Oh, well, it's my opinion. I'm not sure if this is correct, but the people in the East are more kinder and everything because they know what it's like to Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
let me start over. Okay, so there's two sides, right? Here is the you don't right here is you don't have anything and everything, and you have to deal with a lot of stuff every single day. Okay, over here is the other side where you literally have everything. If you live in U.S. or Canada or any of the Western countries, whatever. Now, the reason why the people over there in the East are more kinder, more helpful, more compassionate, it's because they know what it's like not to have things, and they're even more grateful for what they have because they know exactly how it's like to not have anything. Now, over here on the West, people have everything. They have everything. They don't know what it's like to, not have electricity or internet or any or running water or whatever. So they're not they kind of take it for granted. So that's my opinion. I'm not sure if that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? The poverty is one of the biggest teachers.
Yes.
And
And
yes, yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. But what I meant was that this sense of satisfaction, it is original, organic, or it is artificial, but it does prevail more in the Western societies
right.
because
Right.
of the governments or the infrastructures are very strong.
Mm,
People are taken care once they are in problems.
right. That makes sense. Well, okay. I think this is a good way to wrap up today's episode. Do you have any last messages that you want to share with my audience?
Yeah, love, love, love,
Amen.
peace, peace, peace.
Amen to that. Yep. Yep. That's it. Yep. All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments and your likes and everything. Please share it. I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the 38th episode on From Me to We with Jasmine Patel, which, of course, I'll have another amazing guest as always, because you all are amazing. Thank you, Iqbal, for joining me. And I'm looking forward to joining you so you can interview me after this. So, guys, stay tuned.
When? When do
Can
I do that?
can what?
When do I do that?
What do you mean?
You see, you have taken the driving seat. So I have to ask you, when do I interview you?
Simple. I'm ending the. Hold on. Hold on a second. I will answer that. Okay. Just hold on. Okay, guys. See you all later. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye for now.